What's up, everybody? If you watched the part one video of the 39 Chevy teardown, I apologize. The video uploaded. I went to upload the next couple parts and they were gone. So I don't have any content showing the actual removal of the motor and trans. So I decided I'd make another video, give you some updates of what I've been doing. That was a couple months ago. The car is actually currently at the body shop. It's getting color. Yes. So it's not going to be black anymore. It's not going to be lettered the way it was. So anyone out there that knows the car, based on the way it wheelied, all the crazy stuff it did when I was at the track, thank you for everyone that supports the car and always reaches out and tells me how cool it is. So thanks. I appreciate that. So motor and trans, motor's on the stand right now. I'll show you that. I actually tore the heads off it, and we're going to pull the pan on it too, so I'll video that. I'll throw that in this video once I edit everything up. And the transmission came out. So in the last few months, I decided that we should probably do some changes. Nitrous is gone. I'm not doing nitrous on the car anymore. I'm putting the tunnel ram intake back on. It's going to be a dual throttle body with fuel injection. So it's not a throttle body fuel injection. It is two actual throttle bodies that are going to mount on the top of the tunnel ram for the LS with fuel injectors on each port. So it's a multi-port controlled by a Holley system. So we're going to be running Holley EFI. It's going to be dual throttle body. It's going to look nostalgic. It's going to look pretty cool. Velocity stacks out of the hood. Haven't decided if I'm going with zoomies or we're going with some exhaust on the car. But the transmission is actually going to be 5-speed clutchless G-force transmission. Built the car originally with a clutchless, or with a semi-clutchless Doug Nash, and decided to go automatic. But I've now just kind of gotten to the point where I want the car to be more noticeable and just to be something that's more unique. So I'd rather pull the wheelies while I'm shifting through possibly 3 gears and then go from there. So I'll show you the motor. The garage right now is kind of like a bomb went off, and I apologize. Normally it's not that bad, but this winter's been a little crazy. I do have a project car that's in the garage. I really can't show you too much. I can show you a little bit of what I've been doing this winter for someone. This is a full road race BMW. So this car, completely gutted it, motor, trans, everything out of the car, gone. Eliminated a lot of emissions controls. This motor is a standard M54, has a 5-speed transmission, which was stock to the vehicle. It's a 2002 330 CI. And we took everything out of this car, the entire suspension and everything. The customer wanted the floor pan kit that he bought. We did a nice little switch panel, racing steering wheel, seats. It's going to have harnesses. It has a bolt-in bar that he powder coated for now. But this car is wild. Full exhaust, no cats. Still has door panels in the front because we're going to keep the door handles and the lock set up. And actually, it's still going to have power windows for now. Everything behind that dash is gutted. There is no heat. There is no air conditioning, nothing. The rear suspension was completely taken out, sandblasted. Brakes are just an upgraded style for the rear, but he's going with the Öhlins. Waiting on the differential because that's being built. So this is temporarily in, not finalized. Waiting on parts, as always. It seems like this whole winter was waiting on parts, which really stunk. So that's something I've been working on, and a lot's been going on in here. But as you can see, big brake kit, 14-inch rotors, Öhlins coilovers, nice. These are really nice. Air ducting to the brakes, obviously. The splitter is actually really nice. Got the carbon air dams, and then it's got the nice vents for the brake, cooling. And then it's got these nice winglets that we mounted that are carbon fiber. But this splitter is actually made out of wood. And that's the easiest, cheapest way to do it because that's probably the first thing that's going to get damaged. So most of the guys that race, they do not buy carbon fiber because it will get wrecked. We have spares in the trailer. We added an external oil cooler. It's actually just a standard fluid cooler for like a trans or oil. We put it, or even a rear diff you could use it for. So I basically plumbed that in. Problem was, I started it, and where I tapped into the, notice it's missing, the oil filter housing, it was leaking, so I had to change the design. Not a big deal. Just had to remove the oil filter housing and kind of fix that. So it is what it is. But all the fans are wired in nice. You got relays, circuit breakers, all the wiring's hidden nice. Battery shut off inside the car. Normally your battery comes from here, power comes in here to this little 12 volt lug, and then it would go across down to the starter. Well, we eliminated that. It actually now goes to the power kill inside the car, so the driver has the option to kill power, and then it goes back down and comes out right over there and goes to your starter and then to your alternator. So that will kill the car if he ever gets into a situation where he can't turn it off with the key, or if he needs to do a fast shutdown in case of an accident, God forbid. Fender flares I'm not super happy about. They're just a fiberglass style. All the fenders, quarter panels have been cut. These have to get epoxied. I have a 2-part body panel, panel bond they call it. That's going to get epoxied in. They are not getting screwed on. These are just in there to hold them for temporary purposes. Once I epoxy them, these are all going to get filled in. The car's going to be cool. It's going to have a lot of different crazy colors. Going to get wrapped. We even took the sunroof out. That is a fiberglass delete. So a lot of weight out of the car. It's going to be fun. So that's what I've been working on all winter. So my motor, haven't done much to it. It's under the bag, pulled the heads, and this is where it's been sitting. I have to pull the pan still. Nothing's been going on with it. Just had the heads checked, and I pulled them off because the car was running great, but I noticed when I drained the oil, it was kind of cloudy and milky, and I didn't really like that. Here's the heads. They're just hiding. They are a stock 243 cast. Cylinder head, which is stock to the LS2. But they have been CNC ported. They have nice valves in them. So they're a good quality stock styled head. Rest of the motor, no reason to show you because there's not much going on. Not changing the cam, not doing anything with that. Automatic transmission is a... Like I said, my garage is a complete mess, so please... You can comment, you can like. It's all good. So there she is. My shifter from Kilduff Machine out in Reseda, California. Custom made for the 4-speed automatic. And under this bag right here is the 4L80. Because I am switching. Sorry, I was doing some yard work, so that stuff here. I am switching over to this awesomeness right here. Ooh, shifter. So that was a custom shifter made for my car when I first built it. So, and I got some extra gears in there for it. And it is face plated, so it is considered clutchless. So that's just a little sneak preview. So I'm going to edit this video, and I will show you guys some more stuff. I'll take a ride over to the body shop and take a look at the car, because I did replace the entire firewall. It is now a new firewall. It's no longer the original style. It's flush. There are absolutely no holes in the firewall except necessary ones just for safety purposes and strength. So, car's going to be cool. And maybe I'll show you what the rims are going to look like. I think I'll do that. So, got my rims. These are the Billet Specialty double beadlock rears. They're 15 by 12, and the fronts are 15 by, I think they're 4 or 3.5. I don't even remember. But bring these out in the sun here, show you. So that is what they call bronze chrome. And the bead rings, or the bead locks, are going to stay gloss black. Or, I'm sorry, satin black. So it's going to look really good with the rim. Still up in the air on what I'm going to use for hardware. See how good that looks? The original hardware was silver, but it's not going to be silver. So I'm either going to powder coat the hardware so it matches the color of the rim, or I'm going to use black, or I'm going to use like an anodize. I don't know if that'll look good though. So maybe throw it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Got another surprise. Oh my. So if any of you watched any of my videos, I'm in Connecticut now. That's California. So I built this Nova a couple years ago for my brother. Some of the videos we put up, everything got kind of sidelined when I moved. We did finish the car. I painted the car in the garage that I was building it in. Did not come out the way I wanted it to, but it came out nice. The car itself came out awesome. Overall, real happy with it. But my brother, we were talking, and he wants to do some upgrades. So we decided it would be beneficial if he sent the car to me and I can do the upgrades here. So right now it's a 4-speed Muncie. You can see my video in the on my YouTube about the Muncie that I tore apart for this. There's video, I believe, on some of the motor, some of the build, basically the tear down. But like I said, we got interrupted. We did do a Holley Sniper. So it's a really nice fuel injection system. Car runs great. There she is. So shout out to Holley. They do not sponsor me. That's me actually liking their product. So anything you see on my YouTube channel, that is not a sponsor. I buy a lot of parts from different places. Summit, I buy from Jegs. Those are Jegs cylinder heads. So if you watch my other videos, you'll see some of the build. So this time around, it is here because my 4L80 out of my 39 Chevy is going in this car. And we are going to be mini tubbing this car because it's a stock suspension rear. He hates it. So we're going to mini tub it. We're going to put a triangulated 4-link from CPP out in California. So he's having all the parts sent. And then I'm going to repaint the car. Yeah, but this time we're going to do it the right way. We're not going to rush it. Going to strip the car down to where it needs to be. It is not going to be a metallic, and it's not going to be satin. So that was something that I kind of kicked myself in the you-know-what. But, hey, what are you going to do? He had some lettering done just to kind of give it a little bit of a peel. He's got his motocross number on there, 141, which I think is great. Ah, here we go. So the interior is awesome. It's just a stock style bench seat with the 4-speed, which is really cool. But he wants that automatic, and guess what? He's getting the shifter too. So he'll have the nice Kill Duff machine shifter. Some lettering. Let's put. Oh, we gotta put the light on. So he had the rear quarter lettered, which actually looks pretty cool. So the car actually, in my personal opinion, I think the car is awesome. I think it looks awesome. But the paint job, I wouldn't put my name on it and say, yeah, I painted it and brag about it. So even though I did paint it, but no, this time it's going to be done right. So we're going to do things a little different. So we got a lot going on. So I'm trying to bump the YouTube channel back, trying to kind of get something rolling here, just to get some content out there so people can enjoy some videos. Because I actually like watching a lot of the car stuff that I see on YouTube. I love watching, like, Sean Ellington, the 187 Customs, him and Phantom. They do a good job with their channel. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. 187 Customs. Finnegan's Garage, I watched that. Mike Finnegan, he's from Roadkill. He's great. There's a few other guys that link in there. I like the Street Racing channel. Those guys are pretty cool. They're legit out of Ohio. Young kid, his dad. They do a lot of cool stuff. So I'm going to link all these videos together, and stay tuned. I'm going up to the body shop. I'll put that in this video as well. You can check out my car, the 39, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching.